Today I have a free tutorial for a cute little brag book and 3 examples using Silly Old Bear. Hello there and welcome back to my channel, Snips by Kelly. Of course, those of you who don't know me, I'm Kelly, and I'm so excited to be here. It's been a little bit tough to come on to YouTube the last, several weeks to a month because spring on a farm and ranch is insane. But today I'm excited to be back to share with you 3 projects that I created with Silly Old Bear. So I'm probably dating myself, but Silly Old Bear is Winnie the Pooh basically, and I grew up with Winnie the Pooh. And so like I said, I'm dating myself, but it's a wonderful childhood adventure collection. It could be baby, infant, childhood, every day. There's so many wonderful things that you can do with the Silly Old Bear collection. I created 3 mini albums, and I actually have a free guide or inspirational tutorial that you'll be able to access that will be linked into this video when we get done. And you just click that more button and you'll see the link there and you can download it. It does have a supply list for what I've created today. It has full color pictures of the insides and outsides of each of the 3 examples, and then some general tips as well as diagrams for cutting, just for cutting the base album so that you could recreate that base album many, many times. This is an album that I've created many times over the years, and we used to call those coffee table books or brag books. And those are little books that you could lay out on the coffee table or easily give as gifts. And they're kind of a nice transition. So let's say you are a card maker that is intimidated by 12 by 12 scrapbooking. This is a great place to start because your card size, but your memory keeping, and you're using photos and stories. So it's really kind of that nice transition instead of jumping right into 12 by 12. I don't often veer away too much from 12 by 12 because it's my first love, but I have created mini albums in different shapes and then some of the brag books and other little projects over the years that I really have so much fun, and it's so different from my norm that I really, really enjoy it. So let's take a look at the Silly Old Bear Sweet Collection. This sweet collection comes with, I'm going to show you what it comes with. It comes with a stamp and a die set called Sweet Words and Labels dies. There's some extra things here. It also comes with an embossing folder that is of the 100-acre wood. So for those of you that remember Pooh, you will know what 100-acre woods, but it's very great for outdoorsy and things like that as well. But I love Sweet Words and Labels set. I have used and used and used the labels in particular over and over and over already. I have not gotten a sneak peek video out, and it's no longer sneak peek time for all of those things that dropped on May 7th, but I have so much artwork to share with all of that I will prevail. I will be getting that out soon. But Sweet Words and Labels has these amazing labels in it that I have used for cards, mini albums, and for pages already. And it's not even the end of May, the end of the month where the product dropped, but they layer on top of each other. They have gorgeous edges. You can use those for landing spots, for clusters on your pages. You can use them for titles and for sentiment pieces on cards. And there's cute little acorns and leaves in the set in addition to all those frames. You get so many in that. Then it also has a coordinating stamp set if you choose to bundle. You always save 10% if you bundle them together. That has some great phrases in it. You can also stamp those frames as well. I really used this one. I use this one in each and every album this time. I will love you until forever and even after that. But I can see a lot of these on the childhood adventure pages. The best kind of days are spent together. Some Sometimes when you go looking for happiness, it finds you, but there's also sentiments there that would work great for cards. So in the suite itself, Silly Old Bear Suite, you get the Sweet Words Stamp and Die bundle, you get the embossing folder that is called 100 Acre Woods, and then you get the Designer Series paper. It is two-sided, double-sided, so you have some busy hero papers here, right? So you've got the busy themed where we have Eeyore and Rabbit and Owl and Piglet and Pooh. And same with these. There's several of those that are very much more theme specific. And then you have a wash tone in our new Hydrangea Hue and our new Barely Blush, which I love. And I do believe this is maybe Peaceful Pine in here as well, which is one of our new colors, but they are two-sided here. And then you're going to see that there's an additional stamp and die that can cut some of the images right out of the paper, which is a signature of Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up has dies that will cut characters and icons right out of the pattern paper. So usually there you have the option with their stamps and their dies to stamp and die cut, or you can actually die cut images out of the paper if you don't like to stamp or to marker. Of course, those Sweet Words and Labels dies cut these pieces out as well. You could also fussy cut them. I love the map paper and the tree paper, and although you do see Pooh here in a few spots, these are also great background pieces for just simple outdoors. Same with the map, that would be great for simple outdoors as well. So those are the patterns. And then I'll show you an additional stamp and die that coordinates but is sold separately from the set that you can use to get the images out of the background paper. It's called Sweet Old Friends. And you get tons and tons of dies that all of these specifically cut out from the pattern paper. Even this little jar cuts out a honey jar, but then you also have the option for some extras. You've got some little honeycombs, you've got the dripping honey, you've got the wood pieces for signs and leaves, another little honey jar. So you can, again, stamp and die cut with these, or use just the die cuts to create additional icons and die cut right out of the pattern paper. I'll show you the pattern paper that you can die cut out of. Okay, you can see what's left over here that are standalone dies, and then over here you can see, hopefully, we have Kanga, and we have Rabbit, we have Tigger, we have the jars, we have Owl, another single honey jar. We have Eeyore here, Pooh and Piglet together, another one. So you have Pooh with the Cajun Craze jar, and you have Pooh with the Hydrangea Hue jar. And then down here we have Piglet blowing the dandelion. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dies to cut out all of these, 11 dies to cut out all these parts and pieces from the background paper that give you so many things to work with. And again, if you want to use the backside paper for something else and you don't want to use the dies to cut these out, you can absolutely fussy cut around the edges or die cut around the edges, or you can stamp these and die cut these as well. So many options. So when it comes to creating albums and things, I absolutely trust Stampin' Up. So every collection that we have, a paper collection for, there is always coordinating cardstocks that are listed so that you know what colors are in those papers. I always trust this. And it doesn't mean that occasionally if I have a photo that has something else in it that I won't bring in another color, but I often create 99.9% of the time by just following the colors that they recommend. If you choose background colors or coordinating colors out of this list, 9 times out of 10, 9.8 times out of 10, it's going to coordinate with with your project. So make sure that on the shop site, whenever you're looking at any of our papers, that you make sure to click onto the side and look at all of the coordinating cardstocks. I am one who people always say to me, you just know how to put the right colors with the right things and make everything look nice. And though I love the compliment, it's not necessarily true. I trust Stampin' Up. They've been doing colors for 40 years and they know what they're doing. So obviously for my album covers, they are belly bands. So for each of the albums, I chose something that was a little bit more neutral for the square on top, and then something that was a little bit more fun and playful for the belly band on the outside. And I'll be giving you all of these measurements, but the belly band has those phrases and frames, the layered labels here. So obviously each one has a different layered label, and I inked each of those with pecan pie to give it that vintage look. And then you can see all the pieces here are those pieces that I die cut right out of that pattern paper. So I did a little bit of Eeyore and Piglet, a little scene with Pooh and his honey jars, and then a little scene here with Pooh and Piglet. Then you see the little tiny leaves. Those come in the Sweet Friends. That's Sweet Friends. Here's those tiny leaves again. And then I just added a couple little older loose sequins from my stash. So that's how I created the belly band. I actually give you the measurement for the belly band, and then I put a 1-inch strip on it to decorate it. So the cool thing about a very simple mini album is that you can decorate it any way that you wish. So you have your cover and you open it up. So you've got 2 here. This is your back side. And you open it up to 3 slots here. You've got 2 pieces that flip up and 1 piece that flips down. So you're probably already seeing how simple the elements of this are. We have 1 piece of cardstock here that is the same size as this piece of cardstock, and it's just simply scored and attached to the base cardstock so that you can flip it up. And then this one is the same size as these 2, and we just have it flipping down, and that is the entire album. So I love that. And what I opted to do is just make smaller squares inside each of the squares with pattern paper, with cardstock, with typing that I've typed on a Word document, just to make it look full with different sizes. So you've got a smaller photo here, a bigger photo here, a slightly smaller photo here with different frames. And then this little piece right here, I don't know if you can see it, that is actually a printable. You can find free printables on Pinterest that have Winnie the Pooh sayings that you can just simply print out and make them the size that you want. I used this printable, and I will link in the description of the guide where I got this free printable. This was actually one that had a series of 12 from Etsy, because I knew I was going to make lots of these albums for gifts and I wanted all the sayings, but I picked some that I felt went with the album the best, and I just made it into a wallet size. So when you go to print, you can choose all your different sizes, and I chose wallet size and then trimmed it down, and then of course inked it with the pecan pie and added the gems to it. So when you close the album, you have your back side right here. So you have another photo opportunity on the back side. So this is that stamp that I loved. I will love you until forever, or even after that. Here are those little wood dies you could make a little sign out of. Piglet, I fussy cut out of the paper. Piglet wasn't one that had a die. And then here are those little leaf dies. Pooh was cut out of the paper. Owl was cut out of the paper. Pooh and Honey Pot were cut out of the paper. So all of the parts and pieces, I mean, this literally went together in a flash. The thing that's going to take you the most time is just deciding which patterns and which photos that you want. Let's take a look at this one. This is one that I gave it a little bit more of a feminine twist by using the hydrangea hue, which is also a coordinating color, but I chose to go with softer colored characters. So I went with Eeyore and Piglet on the outer base, and then I used a little bit more feminine photos here. So on this one, I have Rabbit with a little scene. And here's that saying, I'll love you until forever and even after that. And here are those little leaves and those acorns that come in that set. And then you can see if I flip them out, here's my printable. And I do link that printable in, and all I simply did is add a little bit of Tigger because he had a little bit of the blush color in him. He's mostly timid tiger. Whoops, sorry. He's mostly timid tiger, but he had a little bit of the blush. And then there's lavender florals back here that go really well with the hydrangea hue. I did my typing on a Word document and printed it on very vanilla cardstock. This one was fussy cut. This one was not fussy cut, but die cut right out of the pattern paper. Rabbit was die cut out of the pattern paper. And then you can see I've layered cardstock and pattern paper. So I used the Barely Blush, the Golden Glow, and the Hydrangea Hue for that one. And then I went back to a little bit more of a fall theme. My grandson Waylon James was born in the fall. So of course these two were die cut right out of the pattern paper with two little die cut leaves. And then this one, here's that same saying that I insisted on using in every album because I mean it with every grandchild. I have more grandchildren to make these for. So here's a little scene that I cut right out of the backside of the pattern papers. And then these are the standalone dies. So you have the stump down here, 3 little leaves, and those cute, cute honey pots. And what I love about those cute little honey pots is these little ridges in the honey pots. And of course, to make it look a little bit more vintage and rustic, I inked everything with pecan pie. Flipping it up again, there's those characters that are cut right out of the paper, and there's that little printable. I did the Christopher Robin one. I had to do that one. If there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart and I'll stay there forever. Love that. It just melts your heart. Now, easily, if you don't have babies, you can easily use childhood. With Waylon James, he's got so many playing in the corn, in the sand, in the dirt, in the woods, in the trees. There would be so many that I could have used that would be like child's play. And I love that you can just stick the belly band right back on. If you don't like belly bands, you could use a small piece of Velcro on the inside. It really doesn't pop open too badly. If you see it, it lays. It's heavy enough to lay. So if you wanted to just decorate the front and not have a belly band, you could do that as well. So I hope you love them. I'm definitely going to be creating with this collection more. I love it so much, but you can click the more button in this video and you can download my inspiration. So I have my diagrams in here, how to put that together, my supply list, and then each album I have the inspiration and then also where I got the printable and the inspiration for each album in this. And I hope you enjoy that and you have so much fun. I hope if you recreate these, you'll find me somewhere out on social media and you'll share. If you were inspired, I hope you'll hit like, subscribe, and the notifications bell. Shoot me a comment and come back soon for more. It's really what keeps me going on YouTube and keeps me sharing. Have a good one and happy scrapping, everyone. Bye-bye.